Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon Plays SimCity. This is episode 5, and I actually have something to talk about today. So I'm going to tell you my plans for what I'm going to do to the city, and then I will get to today's topic. My current plan, since we are... Thank you. Since we are trying to make this an oil city, we've maxed out the number of pump jacks in this oil well, so we will need to make a new one. And I'm going to make one right about here. So what I'm going to do once I have the cash is take this road, extend it out to probably about there, slap down an oil pump jack here, and then fill all this area with industrial zones. But you can see we're running pretty severely in the red by our hourly wage. We're making, or losing rather, 1,100 per hour, which is obviously not very good. But with the new satellite village here, hopefully we'll start doing a little better. And of course, we are making an overall profit thanks to our oil exports. And again, like I said in a previous episode, I always do this. I do knife edge budgeting, so even though I'm making an hourly loss, I am making an overall profit. And an overall profit really is the only thing you should be worried about. Once we start getting more people and more jobs going, everything will balance out, I promise, and you will see. And the other thing I'm going to do today that I didn't get to do during my IGN stuff is I'm going to do a graphics filter, and I don't know why. Just something neat. So I'm going to try a vibrant filter. Let's see how that makes the game look. That actually makes it look kind of ugly. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for a bit. It's like someone jacked up the hue slider of a TV. Or the saturation slider. But, okay, anyway. So while we sit here and wait for the money to come in and go to triple speed, and hopefully the money does come in quickly, I was going to talk about something. The title of the episode, as you saw, is called Debating Entertainment. And this is sort of a two-part thing, and I think it's all relevant, but we will see as I blather and go along here. So today, as I'm recording this, it's May 16th, and yesterday, which would be May 15th, a guy named Mike Bithell, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Bithell, wrote a blog post that was shared to me by one of my friends, and Petroleum HQ, that's good too. We will get to that as well once I have the cash. So Mike Bithell is a developer. He's an indie developer, and he made a game called Thomas Was Alone, which I have never heard of. But he was debating the what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, it's been such a long day. My English is failing me. He wrote debating in support of Let's Players, essentially. The reason the debate started was because it's been reported that Nintendo wants to start taking a cut from any Let's Player who makes money off of any Nintendo game. And I can understand that. I get it. And that's actually the first part of this debate. I was going to debate the merits of Let's Plays. In Nintendo's opinion, we are making money off of a Nintendo thing, and therefore Nintendo should be eligible to earn some of the money that we are earning from their work. And I get it. Believe it or not, I do get it. Looking through the comments of the article, someone made pointed out the idea that if he basically did an audiobook of Lord of the Rings and charged people money to hear it, then, maybe Lord of the Rings, whoever owns the publishing rights at this point, should be earning a little bit of cash. Excuse me? Rachel's here, by the way. What? You're breaking my flow here.
Sorry, the rights to Lord of the Rings are owned by Rachel's estate.
Yes, I gathered that, but I don't know the exact name of who owns it. Ergo, I just said...
That's it, his estate.
His estate, right. One of these days I will have Rachel mic'd up. Anyway, that totally ruined the flow of what I was talking about.
Yes!
Oh, so I get what Nintendo is saying, believe it or not. I do understand, I get their point. Let's Play videos, sort of like MIDIs, are in this legal gray area because Let's Players who are bigger than me will argue that Let's Plays are a derivative work. I am not entirely sure if that's true, because, you know, the idea of a derivative work is that you change it enough that it becomes something of your own. And I'm not sure we're really doing anything to change anything. I mean, we own all our commentary for sure, but do we really own the visual aspect? Right now you're watching me play SimCity and I'm not using a face cam, so do I really own the footage that you're watching? Do I actually have the right to make money off of what you see? And it is an interesting debate, and I was kind of digging it. I was digging the debate. But then something wacky happened in the comments, and that's what I wanted to get to. Someone said that all Let's Players... I'm sorry, the majority... Sorry, let me back up again. The comments were actually split about 50-50, with about 50% of the commenters saying that, you know, Let's Plays are okay, they're fun, they're free advertising, and other companies should shut the hell up about it, which is a good debate as well, but that's for another day. Ew. Did not realize my oil ended right there. Okay. So, let's see. So, and you know, honestly, I've actually heard from some of my fans that when I've asked on my channel why I don't have more subscribers, I've actually had some of you guys respond that most Let's Players are terrible. And that seems to be what people prefer, which is really kind of bizarre, and I don't exactly get it, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, my point is, in regards to Let's Players being good or bad at what they do, this is sort of the second part of the issue for me. I don't understand... I've never understood the debate of whether... I've never understood the merit of debating the value of a piece of entertainment based only upon whether it's subjectively good or bad. And I will give you an example. I hate horror movies. I hate them. I hate slashers. I hate blood. I hate gore. The gorier it is, the more I hate it. One of Rachel's favorite animes is called Elfen Lied, and I hate it because there's so much blood and so much violence and so much just straight batshit insanity that I can't deal with it. I hate it. I cannot express how much I hate that kind of entertainment. And yet, I will never, ever, 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 ever ask anybody to stop making them. Because it doesn't matter whether I like them or not. What matters is whether there's an audience for it. And so, like in this case, you know, you guys may... I mean, I've had my share of dislikes on most of my videos, and that's fine. I used to be such a wuss that I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'll sadly admit that, but you know, I mean, I've had my share of comments that, you know, are dislikes, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And you know, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so I have a few people who didn't like it, whatever. You know, I've gotten over it because everybody has, you know, different tastes. I mean, I love the Game Grumps. They're probably my favorite Let's Players on YouTube, and they still get 100 dislikes per video. So who cares? As long as I like them, you know, they should and as long as there's an audience for Game Grumps, they should continue to do what they're doing, especially if they love it. And I've never understood why there are these commenters, like there were in Mike Bithel's blog post, who think that Let's Players should just go away simply because most of them are terrible. I mean, even if that's true, even if it is absolutely objectively true that most Let's Players are bad at what they do, have poor commentary skills, and are just not entertaining, as long as we're having fun with it, and as long as we're not breaking any rules, who gives a crap whether the majority likes it or not? Now, obviously, each of my subscribers must like what I do, otherwise you wouldn't subscribe to me. But any of you guys who are listening to this who are not subscribed to me, maybe you've just found my videos for the first time and you have no idea who I am, and you hear this and you decide that I'm not worth listening to. You don't want to hear me anymore. I don't hold a grudge. I don't even hold a grudge if you click the dislike button. Quite frankly, if any YouTube creator is staring at likes and dislikes and judging themselves only by the merits of how many likes and dislikes they have and how green that bar is down there, they really should get out of the game, because as long as you're having fun, as long as you're enjoying it, and as long as you have an audience who appreciates what you do, who gives a crap about the opinions of everybody else? And so even with Nintendo barking and trying to stop people from making money off their Let's Plays, it's sort of the same thing to me, because to me it just reeks of more greed, more money, especially because us Let's Players frequently don't make that much. Apparently most Let's Players are also silent about how much they make. Me, I don't care. I will tell you. And it'll tell you how, you know, how much I'm doing this for my own pleasure. In this, ever since I started with Google's AdSense, which was back in, I believe October. No, August. I'm sorry. August of 2012 is when I hooked up with AdSense, started monetizing my videos, and started trying to make something from them. I wound up, it took me 8 months. It took until my SimCity videos, honestly, before I even had enough views for AdSense to send me a check. So from August 2012 to April 2013, which is what, 9 months, I made $100. That's it. And so this is definitely not a profitable venture for me, because honestly, I've spent more money trying to upgrade my equipment and my video, my internet bandwidth and everything, so I could handle uploading these, and I enjoy it. And that's why, you know, if you guys don't enjoy it, you know, if you guys would prefer to do something else with your time, I don't take it personally. I mean, it's not like you guys, it's not like the money you guys make for me is my only income, thankfully, you know. But anyway, I'm sure I had a point. I've actually confused myself because I've like jumped topics about 6 times. Oh shoot, I was about to destroy that and I really shouldn't have. But anyway, to me, what it all comes back down to is, you know, enjoyment of the thing. And in this case, the thing is Let's Play videos. If people are enjoying them and if people are actually buying your product, you know, I don't see why Nintendo would, or Microsoft or anybody would, any of the companies would care that that we are doing this. And if the big companies or even if the users say that we're bad at what we do, then why even bother dealing with it? You know, it's like nowadays it's easier to complain and whine about the things you don't like rather than to just take the initiative to get off. I mean, like, again, if I'm channel surfing and I see a horror movie on TV, I just change the channel. I mean, it's not that hard. And if you're online, if you're on YouTube, for God's sake, and you find a video in YouTube that you don't like, you have zero excuse to keep watching it and to complain and whine about that person making it. I mean, you know, you can register the dislike. You can even make fun of them. God knows we all made fun of Rebecca Black last year. But, or was it 2 years ago? How long has Rebecca Black been? Anyway, but you know, we can all sit back and make fun of the bad, you know, whatever. That's just what humans do. But to try to stop the person from creating anything just seems stupid. You know, I mean, what's the point? What's the point of trying to stop someone from creating something just because you don't like it? If it's illegal, again, you know, I'm not talking about something really, really bad. I'm just saying if it's a legal thing and there is an audience for it, I don't believe anybody has the right to try to stop them from doing it completely. And for these Let's Plays, I mean, honestly, I don't see how doing a Let's Play would damage anybody's, would damage the company's product integrity. I mean, just a few episodes ago, I had a commenter who even mentioned that he bought SimCity based on my tutorial videos for it, which is great. EA should be happy that I helped them make another sale. I'm not taking full responsibility for it, and I'm certainly not saying that it's just, if that the game is worthless, but only because of the Let's Play it's good. I'm not saying anything stupid like that. I'm just saying I don't understand why companies feel this need to try to attack and go after the people who are honestly trying to help them. I mean, heck, if I wasn't a fan of this game, I promise you I would not be playing it right now. I have other games to play and other things to do. But I enjoy playing SimCity, and I enjoy doing what I do. And as long as you guys enjoy it, I'm going to keep doing it. So I feel that the merits of both the Let's Play itself and, pulling as little ad money as I can both have merit. So that's just my 2 cents, and I will actually link Mike Bithel's article in the video description here, so you can read it yourself sometime. And I've gone past 15 minutes, which is the limit I'm trying to put on these episodes, so I will call it a day. And, well, a day for you, although I'm going to keep recording. And tomorrow will be another episode, and hopefully we will get something more accomplished than just farming oil. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.